Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave, and today I want to switch things up a little bit and talk about crypto. We haven't done this for a while, but I figure it's time to give you an update and show you exactly what I own and talk about why I own it, because this is a risk asset. So are you willing to add risk to your own portfolio? I'm willing to take on some. So if that is what you're looking for, please stick around. Whoop. In general, when I talk to people, they fall into one of three groups. The first one is, this is a Ponzi scheme. It's a passing fad. It's parachute pants. It's going to be gone in no time. They're very hard to convince otherwise, so I just kind of let them go. But group number two, which is probably where I fall into, they might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% of their net worth is in crypto. They might have it just a little bit, maybe 1%, 2%, who knows. But they do have a belief in it. They understand it. They've studied it a little bit. And it's not so much an if, but a when wider adoption will take place. And then, of course, you got group number three, which is the all-in group. Right? They've got 10% or more of their net worth in their into crypto, and they're talking about it all the time. And they kind of even ignore stocks a little bit to buy more crypto, and they have alternative coins. So, which one are you? I'd be curious. Let me know down in the comments if you fall in one of these three groups, or if I missed one. Tell me down below which group I missed that you're in. But despite which group you're in, this is a chart that I like to see as an owner of Bitcoin and Ethereum, because this is a study from 2017 to 2020 about people who are likely to purchase Bitcoin in the next 5 years. So we look back, we can see adoption really taking place. And the people that are the oldest here, the 65 years and older, well, they're not going to be with us that much longer. So they're going to be replaced by younger people that are adopting this, that have been around this and kind of grown up with it. So as we move younger and younger, we're going to see higher and higher adoption rates. So this should tell us that the consumers of tomorrow are going to be taking over, and they like Bitcoin. They like Ethereum. They're going to be buying this. This is going to be part of their everyday lives. And so as anybody who is one of those in group 2 or 3 should be excited as you see further and further adoption taking place. So wider adoption is clearly taking place. I probably don't even have to convince you about that, but think about evolving technology, right? So when I was a kid, we bought vinyl records. Those vinyl records became tapes. Tapes became CDs. Eventually, Steve Jobs went and he put 1,000 songs in his daughter's pocket, right? Big changes. Now, we see the same thing happening with blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. We just don't know which one, and that's what defines a risk asset. But with evolving technologies, we've got, in this case, layer 1 and layer 2 developments. So if layer 2 protocols can be developed, right, this is the stuff that takes information off the blockchain, works with it, and puts it back on to reduce costs and improve transaction speeds. If we can do all of that, well, is that much different than going from a tape to a CD, for example? No, it's an evolving technology. It's pushing the technology forward for a wider adoption. So that's exactly what we want to see. And as we talk about this, we do have to separate cryptocurrency from blockchain technology, because it's very different, and blockchain technology obviously is being pushed forward in lots of different ways other than cryptocurrency. But crypto is definitely at the forefront of blockchain development. Now, blockchains are already being used to facilitate things like identity management, smart contracts, supply chain analysis, lots of different great ideas out there. And what you see right here in this Google search, simple enough, right? Blockchain use cases in banking and finance. You're going to find all kinds of ideas like this out there that you can peruse. Now, if you start talking about cryptocurrency, Ethereum is one of the oldest, most established, and that's one of the leading blockchain platforms. Start talking about something like Ripple, that's more focused on the development of financial applications. But all these things are going to start pulling together. And then there's Cardano, right, which is a platform built upon smart contracts. So you got all kinds of different things at play here. But what I find really fascinating, so I click over here to this article. This is an academic programs and in cryptocurrency and blockchain article by Mark here, published just last year in November. And if we scroll down through here, we're going to find some really interesting information, in my opinion. So in late October, the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business announced a new online certificate program in the economics of blockchain and digital assets. Penn is allowing students in the certificate program to pay tuition using cryptocurrency, a first for the Ivy League. So just all kinds of interesting breakthroughs. But as we scroll down through here, you're going to notice some minor little universities maybe you've heard of. I haven't. I'm not that bright, but you probably have, like Columbia, Cornell, some university that plays basketball, something in Massachusetts named MIT. Never heard of these guys. Princeton University, right, offers a course on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency technologies. How about Stanford University? or the University of California at Berkeley. So extremely prestigious universities, obviously, that are offering this, that are going to be teaching children that are young right now, goofing around with NFTs and NFT games, but they're going to be growing and going off to college and learning all about this stuff and then taking it out into the real world in the future. So one more reason that I want to be part of this early adoption phase that we're still in. So that's one of the reasons that I'm adding this risk asset to my portfolio. In all honesty, I can't think of any industry that has failed where technology has continued to push it forward over time. So we're seeing that with blockchain technology and everything else. So it's continuously being pushed forward. So how is it going to fail? If you can think of something, please let me know down in the comments, because I racked my brain and I failed myself. And the same thing can be said of Ethereum 2.0 or the developments within Ethereum. So we're moving from proof of work to proof of stake. That's the idea. We're developing this technology in order to fix the energy issue. So we're addressing the problems within these blockchains as they get developed. So the future looks really bright to me when we're solving problems in an evolving technology. So for those reasons, I think the future of crypto is pretty bright. But it is still a risk asset. And I say it's a risk asset because we don't know which one will win. I'm a wild man. I have Bitcoin and Ethereum. I know, really stretching my neck out there. But I don't know which one will win. It could be something completely different. Will it be VHS or beta? Remember that debate. So we'll see what the future holds here. But for now, I've got about a 50-50 hold between those two. I buy on Coinbase Pro. I store on Blockfi or Gemini to earn a little bit of interest. And I don't really dollar cost average even. I just look for those significant drops and I'll pick up a little bit here and there over time. I don't really sell, I just hold. That's my simple plan. So as I read more and more about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, I have find more and more reasons to own it and less reasons to be worried about owning it or just to ignore it. So I continue to add it to my portfolio. Now my current account value of this very volatile asset, like I said, it is a risk asset. I currently have 3.2 Bitcoin and about 29 Ethereum. That gives me about a 50-50 mix, and I feel pretty comfortable with that. But I do realize that this week my account could go up $30,000. I'm not going to be excited at all. Now, if it goes down $50,000, I'm not going to be too worried because I committed this money to it, and that's my mentality. And if it goes down that much, then that's probably a position where I'll add a little bit more. So I'm not going to get too aggressive with it, but I'll keep a small percentage in there. I don't know if I'll ever become the level 3 guy I talked about. I'm probably going to stay in level 2 for a while. But I learn a lot from my son as well. He's 17. He's kind of an early adopter, and he teaches me a lot watching him go through this himself. And again, that is the future. So if you have any questions on any of this, please ask down below. I'd love to hear your comments. This is a journey. We're all learning together. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and we will see you next time. Have a great night.